Hello all and welcome to today's episode of the Fintech Fix, your weekly news roundup where I, Doug Mackenzie, cover all the fintech news I can in 2 minutes or less. And since time is the devourer of all things, let's get cracking. Now, first up is a huge story and one that I'm actually really surprised at. I think I just wasn't paying attention, but it is the news that China is extending its ecurrency trial for another 3 cities. Yes, China for the last 3 months has actually been employing ecurrency in Suzhou, Shenzhen and Shanghai, and soon you'll be able to have it in Beijing, the Bay Area and the banks of the Yangtze. So kudos to the Central Bank for China for realizing that this technology isn't going away. Yes, in China you will be able to use all your e-renminbi or equai, if you want to be colloquial, in transactions in these areas. And they've noticed that other central banks won't be offering this service for at least maybe 2 years, or some for even longer. And when you're in a global tech war, there's nothing better than being the first platform on the scene, because that is where you get the most market share. Especially when you compare their neighbors, India, it's still illegal for cryptocurrencies. I'm excited to see where this goes, because as anyone from Northern Ireland or Scotland can say, if it's not recognised as legal tender, then it's not recognised at all. In fact, I've seen someone from Northern Ireland put down a crisp Danske Bank £20 note. Bet you didn't know they existed. Now, our second story is about American Express, and they have just acquired Cabbage. Yes, the huge fintech lending platform Cabbage, based out of San Francisco, has fallen on hard times, and this is just playing into a larger narrative of small medium businesses being really hurt by COVID-19. Now, the business landscape is obviously so fragile for small medium businesses, and what makes this even more telling is the fact that Cabbage is the lender of these businesses. Now, if these businesses are having a hard time and their lenders are having a hard time, then something must give. And American Express knows that it's just down to hard times and lack of growth due to COVID-19, because American Express has actually acquired the team and the data and the technology behind it, but not the loan back catalog. So it's really interesting to see where they're going to take it into the future. And of course, like every single week, I do the fix. News always comes out on the Friday, I swear to God. Seems like everyone in the fintech industry decides to put their news on a Friday, and this time is a big one. In fact, that UK rival, Railsbank to Wirecard, has actually acquired the firm, or the UK side of things anyway. Obviously, this is going to have huge implications on that whole saga, so make sure to keep up with the rest of the news on another episode of The Fix soon. That's all we've got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a brilliant weekend. See you next week. Ciao.